Shabbat Shalom, Shana Tova, and welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the Beth Israel Rabbi. I love Israel. I love traveling to Israel. I love eating in Israel. I love taking groups to Israel. I love experiencing Israel. Many of us, including me, love discussing Israeli politics. And even more so, we love discussing Israeli politicians. Unfortunately, throughout history and even today, many have been under investigation. Under investigation for corruption, for making mistakes, for not acting as they should. Some argue that this is not a good thing. That a country that has leaders, whether if it's a mayor or a president or a prime minister, who are under investigation, or as we have today and have had in the past, leaders who are even in jail, that's a bad sign. Yet others also argue, on the other hand, that it's good, that it demonstrates that there is a legal system and police who not only care, but are strong as well, and are able to affect change and make sure that people are held to account for their actions. I believe that this is extremely important. This coming Shabbat, we read a double Torah portion. We read Parshat Nitzavim and Parshat Vayekel. And in these Torah portions, in this reading, Moshe is about to die. The Israelites are about to enter into the land of Israel. Moses is nearing the end of his valedictory, his final speech, wanting to ensure that the Israelites act appropriately when they enter into the land of Israel. And he also wants to make sure that the Israelites have good leadership with them. And so, in this reading, he appoints a new leader of Joshua. And he says to Joshua, Chazak v'ametz, you need to be strong and resolute. Now the pshat, the simple understanding of this, of course, is that Joshua should have courage. He should have physical strength as he enters into the land of Israel. It's not going to be easy. But I would put a bit of a different spin on this. A different interpretation. And I would suggest not only does Joshua need to be strong physically when he enters into the land of Israel, but he needs to be strong morally when he enters into the land. He and the leaders who come after him must be moral individuals who are not only strong and of courage, but also not corrupt. Lead in a legal way. Lead understanding that the nation need leaders who are the living embodiment of the way we are all supposed to act in this world. But what happens when people make mistakes? Because we know that leaders make mistakes as they are human beings, not only in Israel, but around the world. And that is a question that we are going to help to answer this coming Motzei Shabbat, this coming Saturday night at 8:15 p.m. here, as we mark Slichot. We're going to celebrate Slichot with a wonderful musical service. But before we do that, we're going to have a panel discussion on the question of whether or not our leaders are above the law, if they are to be held to a higher standard, or if they are exactly the same as every other person. We're going to have an incredible panel discussion that I will moderate with the chief of the Vancouver Police, Adam Palmer, with a member of our own synagogue who's also a member of the BC Court of Appeal, Sonny Stein, with the Archbishop of Vancouver's Catholic Church, Michael Miller, with Russ Klein, who is the head of the King David High School, and with a member of the provincial legislature, Andrew Wilkinson. It is going to be a fantastic evening that is going to be interesting and important for all of us. I look forward to seeing you there. Shabbat Shalom. Shana Tova.